I was in Bordeaux a few years back and arrived at the chateau. And within 10 minutes of being there, we checked into our rooms. This hail came down and it was like machine gun fire and destroyed the vineyard. That was their harvest over. And that was the middle of May, done. I'd always liked wine and always dabbled in it. In high school, I made wine in the bathtub, and in university, I always had a couple ferments going, but nothing of any quality, and nothing that I would want to ever share with anybody now. It was kind of that crossroads in my life where I thought, this is my chance to do something else. Probably won't get this chance again, so choose well. It was interesting to be back in school with people who were almost half my age. I was definitely that annoying, keener student the mature student who didn't want to waste my time. I knew I had very little time. I had a couple of small kids at home at the point, and I needed to use my time very wisely. And I also felt very blessed to have that opportunity again to go back and to try something new. It was probably the most fun I ever had in school. It was a lot better than being in high school and studying math and whatnot. We get to taste wine and geography and do all these amazing stuff. Out in the vineyard was great. Very practical, hands-on kind of experience. The transition from carpenter to winemaker, there were a lot of transferable skills. You needed to be able to fix a tractor or rewire a pump that burnt out in the middle of harvest, or put something together in order to make something else work. Stacking barrels in the barrel cellar. One of my favorite things to do during harvest is to dump the boxes and see the grapes coming across the table, and to have that, to see them at the very beginning of harvest all the way through. If I miss that stage of seeing those grapes, you miss out on a lot of decisions that need to be made at an early stage to really coax the most out of the grapes into the wine. Ultimately, as wine growers in Niagara, we are farmers. Fundamentally, that's the first thing we need to be as farmers. And farmers have always faced the elements. It's never easy, it's never a guarantee. Mother Nature can be very kind some years and very nasty in other years. So I think that we're no worse off than any other region. We've had 2 harsh winters in a row where we've lost half our crop each year. But we need to work that into our plan. And we need to look at it in a 10-year cycle. And if we can have 8 good years now, then we can hopefully make up for those 2 bad years. Farmers, we like to complain about the weather, but nobody has control over it anywhere in the world. I think I have my dream job. I really do. I get to work with some incredible vineyards. What we have is incredible terroir, incredible sites with this beautiful geological history that allows us to make these distinct, unique wines from site to site, and a cool climate that allows, great expression of these grape varieties, not just this monolith of super ripeness. We have these nuances and elegance that you don't get in a warm climate.